8080, Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility, combined with our personalized approach, is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority. For 35 years, Fay Penn Economic Development Council has been committed to its mission of growing Fayette County's economy and helping to bring jobs to the area. Whether you're a startup, existing, or new business in Fayette County, Fay Penn's lending team can work with you to decide if the Fay Penn Loan Fund suits your business's needs. Fay Penn's Loan Fund offers loans starting at $10,000, pending qualifications. Visit faypenn.org to learn more about financing opportunities for your business and to complete a pre-application form.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has two convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borges.
For funeral services from pre-need to at-need, burial or cremation, call Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, located at 136 North Gallatin Avenue in a beautifully restored historic home. Family owned and operated by Rick Gates, former Brownsville resident and Guyville alumni, the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory offers warmth, convenience, affordability, and ample parking. With a knowledgeable funeral director and compassionate staff, the Gates family and the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory are ready to assist you.
Your local station, WMBS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
The local station, WMBS, and welcome to another All-Star edition of
Hot Topics with Kendall, Paul, and Bill, being brought to you by A&R Roofing and Remodeling, Bright Stripe Steel Coating and Line Striping, Madewell Services, Full Lawn Care and Cleaning Services, K2 Engineering, Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, Hicks & Bob's Drug Store, and Gary's Auto Sales. 724-438-4593. We are live streaming on our WMBS Facebook page, so like and share the show, comment below. Give us a call. It's open conversation.
Yeah,
on this beautiful spring day in April, Bill.
I know, but welcome to summer next week.
No.
Yeah, I think mid-80s is pretty much summer.
I just updated my rain boots for the spring.
Oh.
It didn't take me as long as it took my snow boots.
No,
because I just ordered the same pair I had before.
Well, it took you like 3 years to find those.
At least 3 months.
Yeah.
Winter was over by the time I decided.
Yeah, so anyway, we're going to be, this happens every year. We get 2 weeks of spring, and then boom, summer's here.
It's southwestern PA.
And the time is right for dancing in the street.
That's right.
Real quick, tomorrow we will be live out of the Mon Valley Home Show. That's out there at the CFS Bank Event Center in Ross Draper. We'll be there from noon until 2. The event's going on today, tomorrow, and Sunday. So come on.
Are you going to be there?
I will be stopping by, yes, and going around there because it's a great place to pick up office supplies. You know, free pens, free pads, free mouse pads.
Bill goes for the free stuff.
Oh, of course, I'm in radio.
Hey, speaking of the show.
Yeah.
And you're in radio.
Yes.
I was at the post office this week, for my passport, and the guy working there, he listens to the show.
Oh.
And he saw my name on the application, and he was like, so shout out to, and it was such a breeze doing the whole thing, the Uniontown Post Office over on Fayette Street. Shout out to Dawn, and yeah.
And now you can take an international airplane flight.
Well, I can take any flight.
Yeah.
It's easier than getting the real ID, it seems.
Yeah, yeah,
And
just
it's
have your passport.
Really close to where I am, you know.
It is
And-
easier.
And you have to have a passport now. Well, I think Canada, there are some parts where you don't need a passport.
I don't know, but since I think we're going to start doing more on location stuff
Yeah.
internationally,
Well, yeah,
it helps.
I expect the next Olympics are actually here. So,
You're getting promoted then to the London Bureau, much like some other people in journalism got referred to DC.
Robert Burns?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, someone sent me a screenshot. I have all of the accounts that I believe TJ Cosen's behind, as the Jason Drain the Swamp. Someone had sent me a screenshot that I woke up to this morning, and TJ
that's
Cosen
frightening.
has called me out on not talking about the ridiculousness and all the chaos going on at Laurel Highlands School with
I
the
think I
district.
saw that. It said something like, "Where was WMBS's story on this, Kendall?" It's been reported on WMBS.
We've talked about it ad
we
nauseam,
talked
you know what I
about it.
mean?
Right,
What else
I've
is there to
read
say?
it,
Let's keep
yeah.
talking about it every week.
right.
Well, not only that, but it's been part of our newscast. I know I've read stories.
And it's been a part of our show.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's where it is. You numbskull.
Yeah.
And more importantly, there's no one out there claiming that they're an administrator or a school board member at Laurel Highlands with the name of like Tom Smith. There's no one. If that was
Yeah.
the case, I think you'd be talking about a little bit more, right? I mean,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
people who are there are really there.
They're really there. And also, TJ, my name is spelled Kendall. So,
Well, now, you could be the new hockey player, Kendle, but you're not.
but I'm not.
Did you ever have a nickname? Because I was thinking about it, because every now and then you say, "Hi, Billy."
Yeah, hi, Billy.
Yeah.
I don't have a nickname, but I give nicknames. I'm a big nickname giver.
But, I mean, is there a nickname with Kendall?
Ken,
Kenny? I mean,
Kendall, baby.
well, that's
Kendall
a bit,
baby.
that's a bit,
Kendall.
Oh.
Kendall.
Oh,
baby.
okay, okay.
My friends in
Uh,
college called me that, but it was just like,
as
no, I
opposed
don't have a
to
nickname.
Barbie doll, Kendall.
Kendall.
So,
Yeah, no, no, I really don't.
thing is, a nickname is supposed to be shorter.
Ken.
Yeah, like,
And
But
more
no.
and more informal, right? So
Yeah.
I think we should have a contest, give Kendall a nickname, and
yeah.
the winner could win. And
Okay, 7.
Well,
what are they gonna win?
no.
I
Well,
got a WMBS T-shirt last week, first time ever.
That might be problematic, because you might end up with something like Stinky. You know.
That would be bad.
724-438-4593.
I mean, did you ever have another DJ name? Like I knew a guy in
Oh,
Harrisburg that
God.
was a DJ for a while, and he called him like Dusty Rhodes or something.
Yeah.
Was his radio name Dusty Rhodes?
I worked at Metro Traffic, and you had to have a different on-air name for each different station you did a report for.
How do you remember these?
Did you ever use Robert Burns?
No, I did not
Oh,
use
okay.
Robert Burns,
Could be
although
Roberta Burns.
Roberto Burns. There
Yeah.
you go.
What did you use?
I liked Bill Francis,
Is that your middle name?
right, or Will Francis,
Okay.
or, I did use Bill Madden
Okay.
on WTOP.
Did you have it written down what your name
You
was?
had to write it down. I know some of the guys who had like a dozen stations would have them written down on cards.
Why did
and-
you have to do that?
Well, because let's say you are the program director for a country station, and you hire Metro Traffic, and the same person that's doing traffic for you is doing traffic for a top 40 station
In the same market.
in the same market. And they don't want the same talent on their station that's on another station. And so that's why we all use.
Because you're kind of
different-
promoting the other
But you
station.
used a
Yeah.
different name, but you talk in the same voice.
Yeah,
Did
I
you,
mean,
did you
it-
put a French accent on it or what?
No, the assumption is that listeners are idiots.
Bill,
Because, well, I think it's a dumb assumption, idiotic as it were. But it was, because I didn't use like a British accent, Oh, we've got a bit of a problem
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
outer
there we
bank of the Beltway. Yeah,
That's pretty good.
yeah, it is.
I can still do it. Heading up 270, no problem. After heading through Montgomery Village, to the outer light and Beltway at the top end. Little slow as you get by Montgomery Village.
Yeah,
Shows up.
we need to have a WMBS traffic reporter.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
For
come
5
on.
corners.
All right,
But
'cause
give
I-
yourself a different name.
I
Yeah,
got-
5 corners. Oh, there's a protest here. People are
I-
traffic slowed up. People are honking.
Got to do it right. Oh, we've got a bit of a protest going on here, slowing things down, going into 5 corners. Little Les Nessman thing there.
Anyhow.
So,
There's another protest at 5 corners.
there always is.
Yeah.
What is it?
I found this interesting on my Facebook feed I got today, and they've always been the No Kings rally, right? That's what it's been billed as, the nationwide, part
Well,
of
that
the
was
nationwide movement.
the week-to-week ones are not No King.
The new one though is the name of it has changed. Same place, same group, right?
Same bat
it's the
channel.
Remove the Regime rally.
Oh, good.
And I
Good
saw
luck
that,
on that one.
and I thought like, no Trump, no Hexeth and whatever, but remove the regime. I think that's a little bit, out there as terms of
little bit
calling it
ahead-
a regime's a little bit of a stretch because it has this connotation that you're cutting people's heads off or
Yeah.
jailing your critics and things like that. So I don't know
Well,
why the
given-
marketing on that would change the narrative, but
Yeah, well,
I just think it's a bit excessive.
also,
It's not gonna win you any-
how? Fine, how?
Right. But to call the government a regime is a little bit, a
Well-
lot. It's a lot out there
It's also
to me.
insulting in a way to the people who voted for the.
Right, and you just
leader.
galvanize them further, right? It's just.
And look, the
you-
midterms are coming
but
up.
You, but you say that you're trying to like turn down the temperature and work together and find common ground, and then you do something like that with the name change. I don't know if that's nationwide or not. It may be part of the messaging
Yeah.
strategy
maybe it is.
nationwide
Yeah, yeah.
is to ramp this up, and now start calling it a regime that needs to be removed, and that has connotations of a banana republic and a junta overthrows it and the government, the military takes over and that sort of thing. It just has more of an evil connotation to it that I don't think is warranted.
You remind me of a story that came across the wire. Speaking of something like that, where a Democrat running for office, now it's a state office in Georgia, so it's not exactly national market, but she is legitimately proposing that after the Democrats take over, which is going to happen someday, that they say they ban all people that voted for Trump for 4 years from the internet.
Who says this?
It is a candidate who is running for a state office.
Do we know their name?
Yeah, I have it right here somewhere. Padding and stretching while I try to
That's okay.
find it.
724-438-4593. This is open conversation. We are live streaming
Here we
on our
go.
WMBS Facebook page.
Yeah, in Georgia, Democrat State House candidate Susanna Karatasos has a plan to punish 77 million Americans who voted for Trump. Quote, this is her post. When this is all over and Trump is gone and Democrats are back in charge, we're rebuilding everything. The punishment for MAGA for voting Trump 3 times needs to be that they lose the internet access for 4 years.
She could.
They cannot post videos or comments on social media for 4 straight years so that none of us are subjected to their lies and misinformation while we're rebuilding the chaos that they caused.
Wait a minute. First of all,
How?
was she joking?
No.
Did you hear her say this?
No, this was in a news story.
I mean, listen. We all know that could never happen because our votes are our votes. They're private.
Oh, you think so?
Yes, I
Oh,
do.
okay.
Yeah, who gets tossed into gulag here, right?
Yeah.
If
I
you're
just-
talking about
I have
regime,
to- I have
that's a
to-
regime that you do not want in
Yeah.
office.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
have to
regime.
think, though, she had to have been being sarcastic
I would hope so, but you know something?
because it's not possible to do that.
How many times has somebody on Trump's side been sarcastic and they have jumped all over it like it was God's honest truth?
Oh, yeah, sure. But I don't know. I
Well,
just,
you would think that you're smart enough if you're running for state office to realize that even if you say it sarcastically, that it's going to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
misconstrued by
yeah,
people or
yeah.
whatever. So the printed word or the written word is a little different than if you're talking in person to someone and they can sort of see that you're smiling when you say it or that you're laughing.
Well, that's
sort of,
that's
printed
that's
word
how
is a little more weighty.
that's how emojis came to be.
Hmm.
Because people in text didn't realize you were being sarcastic.
Mm.
So you would like
Right.
post a little smiley face.
Or a
with yeah,
winky.
winky, yeah.
Or a blushing.
Anyway, yeah, exactly.
Right.
So we will take her at her word, and we will see. We will see the whole world and America get to be without their BS online for 4 straight years. Can we all agree to this? No, we have this thing called the First Amendment. So,
Yes.
so good luck on that. WMBS Talk Line 724-438-4593. Hi, you're on Hot Topics. Who are we speaking with?
You're speaking with Mark from Republic.
Mark from Republic.
Hmm. Yeah, hey, now wait a minute. WMBS, you don't employ any news reporters, do you?
We have news readers, and yes, we do. We do reporting. We broadcast, for instance,
Right.
we broadcast live from various council meetings, school board meetings.
Nick
things
reports
like
on
that.
the county.
Nick reports, and Nick
Okay.
goes out and reports on that. Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't have any investigative reporting, though. I mean, you don't.
No.
No, you don't have. You just, like you say, sporting events or maybe a counselor or something. Yeah, I mean, you're really not like a newspaper. You know, you don't really.
Yeah, we know, and we never claimed to be.
Yeah, I understand. I just kind of why people would come down on you. You know, for WMF or for the.
Brush your news story on the Laurel Highlands thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have a reporter covering the school board. I don't think the
Well, he
Herald
doesn't
Standard even does anymore.
He doesn't
Yeah.
understand the concept of
Well,
radio.
no, Mark
He
does,
never has.
but the comments.
Oh, Mark
right,
does, yeah, but Cosin and crew doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, you're just reporting what your sources tell you.
Yeah.
Yes, and what we're reading
Right.
and learning about, yeah. And it's
Yeah.
opinion.
And by
I
the
mean-
way, yeah, and as I said, we have never said we're a newspaper. We know the limitations of radio. And, you know,
But today the marvels of technology. Just put a little receiver on somebody's back, just walk down to 5 corners with a microphone, and start interviewing people.
Yeah, that's
Good.
true. And then
Yeah.
claim that you're a journalist, but you're only down there with one side of the story or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a journalist down there, didn't they? Well, they had someone down there asking people why they were there.
Well, that's that's maybe
Well-
reporting from man in the street type thing, but it's not
Yeah.
what I would consider an unbiased sort of story,
Sure.
right?
although some of the TV stations have been to these events
Right.
and covered them.
Yeah,
But
but TV's as well as I
TV's
do, Bill.
different
TV
too, yeah.
TV was never a newspaper either.
no. And
I mean, the big thing, Mark, was, I used to chafe about this. We all sort of did. I mean, the Herald Standard had reporters out there covering meetings, and I was one of them. And you'd go cover a Fayette County Housing Authority meeting, and you'd be the only reporter there, or maybe there'd be me and one from the Tribune Review or something, right? Or you'd be at a county commissioner meeting, and there's no one. And then next day, of course, WMBS was reading what happened at the meeting, and there's nobody there because you bought the paper, and there it is. You had it, right? That backbone really was newspapers. TV was the same way, by the way.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Whenever the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette and Press were not printing, okay, they didn't have editions because there was a strike, right? And they both were printed at the same place. So when one went down, the other one did. There were more reporters from TV in Fayette County and Butler County and Greene County because we were still reporting the newspapers around the area. So they would send people to Fayette County to cover things they normally would not have covered because they could get it in the paper.
Yeah. Hey, Mark, anything
I
else
went
on
out
your
to
mind? Yeah.
I went out. I did my shopping this morning. I went out to a restaurant. And on my way there, I picked up the Herald Standard, and after I looked at it, I left it there on the counter.
Well, that wouldn't help you. At least you didn't strain anything because it was so heavy. Hey,
All
Mark,
$2 for a pamphlet.
yeah.
yeah, pretty
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most exciting thing is the Titanic sailed today on
Yeah.
the almanac.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, when you think about it, and Mark, thanks for the call.
Yeah, take care. Have a good
Appreciate
weekend.
it.
I will. Bye-bye.
But yeah, the shopper freebie with the listings of the homes and cars for sale has more newsprint than the newspaper.
Hey, they're outliving other newspapers, though.
And by the way, yes, we do report what the Herald Standard prints. And we say, as reported by the Herald Standard. So we do give you the Herald Standard the credit. At least we're supposed to, and we try to. So, and if we get a story off of KDKA or off of Channel 11, we will give them accreditation too.
I'm not sure it always was that way back in the day, but
It may not have been, but
it's good that you do that. You're giving
well,
attribution, which is important.
and the newspaper would generally say, fine, you can use our stuff, just make sure you give us credit. 724-438-4593. This is Hot Top.
The heat is on at Live Casino. Think you can take it? Then catch the $18,888 Baccarat Fire Drawings. Play Baccarat daily to earn entries. Every Monday in April, we'll draw 18 winners to score a share of $18,888 in prizes. But that's not all. Every winner will be entered into our exclusive Lucky Fire cash drawing on Monday, April 27th. Take a seat. Feel the heat at Live Casino, Route 30 at Westmoreland Mall. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Coming back to the State Theater with an all-new show, Mutt's Gone Nuts, Unleashed, this Saturday, April 11th at 7 p.m. The whole family will enjoy seeing 12 of the world's most talented four-legged performers put on a comedy dog spectacular that will have you howling for more. The all-star lineup features a Guinness World Record holder, America's Got Talent fan favorite, and a host of amazing dogs. Tickets selling fast. Buy online at statetheater.info or call 724-439-1360 for half-price children's tickets.
Here's big news for local golfers. The Uniontown Country Club is now the South Union Township Municipal Golf Course. Recently purchased by South Union Township, this investment ensures the course stays open, well-maintained, and ready to be enjoyed by residents and visitors alike for generations to come. And here's the best part. This is your course. South Union residents receive exclusive resident pricing, including preferred tee times, discounted memberships, reduced green fees, and 10% savings. Make 2026 the year you elevate your game. Stop by the Pro Shop at 25 Bailey Lane in Uniontown to secure your membership today. Open play, great rates, and a course you'll love. Now proudly the South Union Township Municipal Golf Course, formerly the Uniontown Country Club. Don't miss your tee time. Join today.
439-2323 for 24-hour emergency service. Call us when you need. We're Fayette's Heating and Air Conditioning, your service company.
When it's sweltering outside, you'll be cool inside with central air conditioning from Bryant, the people that know cool. And it's easy to have a central air conditioning system installed in your home. Simply call on your Bryant dealer, Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, located near the Laurel Mall on Route 119, north of Uniontown. The phone number is 439-2323. Let Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning rescue you from the sticky, humid summer weather. Remember that number for Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer, 439-2323.
Call Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, 439-2323, 439-2323, 439-2323.
The 2026 Mon Valley Home Show is happening this weekend at the CFS Bank Event Center. Looking for inspiration, expert tips, or ideas for your next DIY home project? Well, you'll find it here. With over 200 booths across 100,000 square feet, you can explore everything from windows, doors, and siding to decks, pools, kitchens, baths, and so much more. Whether you're building, renovating, landscaping, or just searching for fresh ideas, there's truly something for everyone. Stop by Friday from 2 to 7, Saturday 10 to 7, and Sunday 10 to 5. Admission is just $5 for adults, $3 for seniors 62 and older, and kids 12 and under get in free. Plus, join WMBS for a live broadcast Saturday from noon to 2, brought to you by Lifetime Awnings, Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon, and your Southwestern Pennsylvania CFS Bank branches. Don't miss the Mon Valley Home Show this weekend at the CFS Bank Event Center. We'll see you there.
WMBS.
If you see a faded sign at the side of the road that
your local station, WMBS. Hot Topics, Kendall, Paul, and Bill. And the WMBS talk line, 724-438-4593. We are having a discussion again. This is Paul and I remember the days when you had to go down to the draft office and register for the draft, and you got a draft card. And now they are now saying they will start automatically registering.
Automatically doing it, right.
Yeah. And
But the thing we're researching now is Kendall didn't know that meant, I mean, there's no hiatus here. Everything that I've read in the last 5 minutes, that for 46 years since 1980, males, citizens, and residents aged 18 to 25 have to register for the draft within 30 days of their 18th birthday.
You're saying I didn't know this, but 724-438-4593, if you are a male and you are anywhere between the ages of 18 to 40, give us a call. Guarantee you. Now, we'll take a call, but we're coming back.
Maybe that's why they're automatically doing it now, because so many have just shirked their responsibility to do it under the law.
In many states, when guys get their driver's license, they're automatically register without realizing it. Schools don't really emphasize it. No immediate consequence, low awareness. It doesn't affect everyone equally. I mean, it's not a known thing to my generation whatsoever.
Well, that's why they're going to automatically register you then.
yeah.
You know.
And as I said, when they went to the all-volunteer army, they put a hold on it, but Jimmy Carter reinstated the registration for the draft in 1980.
That doesn't mean that you're going to be called up.
No, you
That just
can't
means
be called
because you
up.
have to go through the whole
Yeah.
rigmarole of passing a physical and all those other things. So
Well-
if you don't meet the qualifications, you have a medical condition, or you're amputee, or you
Yeah,
don't
you're
have a
4F.
vision.
College,
Yeah,
if you're in
you're
college?
4F. Yeah,
Is
you
it-
can get deferments for that if you're in college.
No, they stopped the college deferment
they?
in 1971. I remember because I went to college in 1972.
Well, they don't have a draft since then, though, so there would be no need to get a deferment.
No,
There's no
but-
draft when they went to.
But there was no deferment. They took away the
Not
deferment
anymore.
for college. Yeah.
Right.
724-438-4593. Hi, you're on the air. Who are we speaking with?
This is Joe from Brownsville.
Joe from Brownsville.
Yeah.
How
Hey,
are
I just wanted to ask you, where is that representative from that wanted to push that craziness
you?
if they take over government?
They're running for a state senate in Georgia. I do not know how. Yeah, I don't know how they could do a national thing like that from the state senate in Georgia.
Yeah,
but
they'd
there
bring
you
in
go.
a civil war if they try to do that.
Well, I think
I believe so.
at the very least you're going to have a court case, and the Supreme Court will say
Yeah.
no.
You know how that goes usually. But I'm a former Democrat, and now I'm a strong Republican, and this is the reason. Idiocy like that.
Yeah.
I think that's affected a lot of people like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and well, there's a fair share of idiocy on the other side too.
Well, there's a few kooks everywhere, I guess, but the Democrats are really pushing it. The only one I have any semblance of respect for is Fetterman, because he seems like one of the old Democrats.
Yeah. You mean like somebody who actually doesn't mind working with the other side?
Right. And that's what it's all about.
What I think is that do these cuckoos realize when they make statements like this, they are becoming like a campaign hat for the Republican Party? You know, does somebody say, like, you really shouldn't talk like that because they're going to put you on a thing and say, look what Democrats represent. This is what they'll do.
Yeah, let them try.
You know, but that's what they'll do. They'll make hay of it politically.
Oh, sure.
You know,
sure. Like the Nazis. They did
Well,
the same thing, or more like their hero, Stalin, what he used to do. I'm surprised they're not advocating rounding people up and putting them in gulags.
Well, let's not go there just yet. Hey, Joe, thanks a lot. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, Joe.
You bet.
All right, you take care of yourself. We'll see you.
Take
All
care.
right. Actually, you bring up a point because there are Democratic strategists who've been coming out and saying, stop with the taco. You know, when Trump decided not to bomb Iran back to the Stone Ages, you had all these people, and they were Democrats, popping up and saying, see, it's taco time. Trump always chickens out. And because, he does pull back. He did pull back. And he has pulled back on other things. We understand.
But he's damned if he does and damned if he doesn't with them.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing, is that they went from, oh, dear God, it's a war crime, and how can you dare think? By the way, just talking about it is not a war crime, but we won't go there.
You had this crew around in like 1941. They would never want to do retribution for Pearl Harbor. They would have been like, well, we really can't do anything about it right now.
Let's find out what it was that made them so upset.
That's the equivalent, isn't it?
Yeah, and by the way, doing this makes them all look, the ones that are standing up and doing this, makes them look stupid. Guess what? You've played right into Trump's hands again. I think he does this stuff on purpose because he knows they will overreact.
He's unconventional in his approach, and he puts deadlines and makes these comments, and I think it's designed to get people to accept some sort of peace proposal or something because he's a wild card, right?
Yeah.
You can't if you read about diplomacy and who was successful at it. You had Neville Chamberlain in England who went to appease not in Germany, right? And they came back and said, "Peace in our time. I struck a deal with the Germans." And there were people laugh. Hitler said, like, if he comes in here one time, I'm going to stomp on his umbrella or something. That's what he said after he left, right? So when you're involved in this high-stakes stuff, it pays to somewhat be a little bit crazy. I don't want to say crazy, but a little bit dicey about your intent, right?
What do they expect to happen? Hi.
Yes.
Hi,
Well, we really don't like what you
this is
did
us
here.
calling from, do you please, what do they expect?
I find it interesting that a lot of the very same people who will say, well, we got to support Ukraine against the Soviet Union. That's Russia. I keep calling the Soviet Union, but against the Russian aggression. We got to support Ukraine. We're not doing enough to help Ukraine because, look, they're being picked on by the big bad Russians. Do they realize that this all goes back to what happened to the Israelis when they came across their border and killed a bunch of people and kidnapped a bunch of others?
On October 7th?
Yeah. So now the United States, which is Israel's main ally, maybe only ally in the world willing to back it up, is actually helping out their little brother in a certain way, right? Yeah. And now suddenly, the Iranians, I say, Iranian, whatever, we have that thing about how you pronounce it. But, why? Everybody knows that they've been a bad actor. Everybody knows that they're supporting Hezbollah and Hamas and the Houthis. They're their pipeline financially and philosophically. So if you're living there and you know that this is the country that's supporting these people who are firing rockets across your border from Lebanon, right? Can you really blame Israel and the United States for saying enough of that? You're not listening. In Lebanon, you don't even have control of your own country. You're letting Hezbollah run it. And we're tired of it, so we're just going to roll in there and knock them out.
Party's over.
The party's over.
Yeah,
Party is over.
That being said, Trump and his minions have done a horrible job in keeping us informed as to why they're doing this stuff.
What do you mean?
I mean, if he just comes up and says
why
they were going to
his minions?
Well, because it was
the media has done a horrible job, Bill,
Yeah,
because there
that
is
too,
none.
yes.
There is none to speak of compared to the way this should be. It should be their job to hold everybody accountable, including Trump. And that's where you have war correspondents, and that's where you have people covering the State Department who know their stuff, and not somebody who just got out of college 5 years ago who's like, I heard this. All they report now is what the official line is, and then they dissect that. When you're a reporter, a real reporter, right, you know what's going on. You have sources in the Pentagon. You have people who will tell you if they've overstepped their boundaries, right? Yeah. And you can trust that information. But you don't have that type of expertise anymore. It doesn't exist. You have reporters in other countries who are experts in the Middle East or who are experts in Europe. And they're over there, and when something happens, they have contacts at the State Department in France, in Germany. It's nothing miraculous about it. It's hard work and it's expertise. And when you lose the whole newspaper thing went away, right? AP, UPI, the whole thing is really weakened from where it used to be. Then what are you left with?
Well, not only
You're
that,
left
but
with governments now. I mean, that's like saying, Bill, that I'm on a roll here, but that's like saying, well, the Fayette County Commissioners have done a horrible job of informing the public. Like it's their job to tell them everything, that they're doing, and they really can't and shouldn't, and half the people wouldn't believe them anyway, right? They would just say, you're spinning this your way. So what you're left with is the critics of it and the people actually doing it, but there's nobody in the middle trying to present both sides in a way that the average person can learn about it and make their own determination.
And not only that, but reportage has become, somebody calls a reporter from the State Department and says, I heard Marco Rubio is dyeing his hair. And they go immediately.
Right. We report this. Sources tell us Marco Rubio is dyeing his hair. We haven't independently confirmed this, but we're telling you anyway.
Yeah, exactly. As opposed to, again, watch all the president's men. And they got tips, but and Ben Bradley, God bless him, said, no, you verify that before we go
Absolutely.
with it. 724-438-4593. Hi, you're on Hot Topics. Who are we speaking with?
Hello?
Yeah, you're on the air. Who are we speaking with?
Dave?
Dave. Dave's not here. Sorry, couldn't help myself.
Bill,
Anyway.
Hi, Dave.
Yes, I got a question for you. Can anyone tell me one benefit that anyone in this world will receive from us spending billions of dollars going to the moon?
Honestly, no. I mean, I don't know. Listen, it just does that. No, the answer is I cannot. Can you?
At this point, I don't know what technology they have. I do know that in the original space program, such things as Velcro were developed for the space program because there was no gravity in space, and they needed a way to keep things in place. And Velcro was a NASA-sorted sponsored invention.
And you couldn't put zippers on everything.
Right. So Velcro is one thing.
Okay,
and
we got the Velcro.
But I think if you sat down and thought about it and had more time and do some more
Oh,
research,
the electronics. I mean, when you think about computer
the electronics, the propulsion system, having to rockets and that sort of thing, rocket technology that is transferable, not just to moonshots. I mean, those were all basically German rocket scientists from the end of World War II. We scarfed up as many as we could. The Russians took as many as they could. That's where the V2 rocket that they used to fire into England is really the backbone or the basis of the Saturn rocket system.
Yeah, but even that, what good is it to anybody? Nothing. I mean, the money we spent, so basically Velcro cost us billions of dollars.
Well, that's an oversimplification. I just think that's one example of things that they invented.
I think what he means, though, is that the money be better spent elsewhere?
I think you could look at any program, including the money that comes into Fayette County to tackle poverty, and ask, could it be spent better?
Of course.
I mean, so anybody can look at anything on the menu. I mean, anybody can look at any government spending and say, well, wouldn't that money be better spent elsewhere?
Sure.
And it depends on if they're taking your pot of money or the other guys.
But the moon is costing $50 billion more than almost anything that you could possibly name that the government blows money on, if you think about it. Go ahead.
I think if you look at the ramifications and the spin-offs of space travel, satellite systems, other countries, have the weaponizing this space type thing, satellites and stuff. You don't know where tomorrow's technology is going to be, and is China going to do it? Is Russia going to do it? Can they take you out from a grid, from a laser from the sky? Possibly.
Yeah, well, remember how they made fun of the Strategic Defense Initiative?
They did. Yeah. This is not money well spent, right?
Yeah. Anyway. Hey, Dave, thank you for the call.
Take care, Dave.
Have a great weekend.
Well, one last quick one. Do you guys got your hotel reservations made for the moon yet?
No.
The station's covering that expense for us.
However, I do plan on shopping at the Dollar General that pops up there. Thank you, Dave.
Probably one up already.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you, Dave. 724-438-4593. More of Hot Topics after this.
Wind, hail, sudden leaks. When your roof takes a beating, we're here for you at AR Roofing and Remodeling. We're a locally and veteran-owned contractor available 24/7 for repairs. As an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor, we get the job done right. Call 724-550-3064. or visit arremodels.com for your free estimate.
AR Roofing, never settle.
It's spring, and everything is growing, and Madewell Services is here to help. They offer full lawn care service, including spring cleanups, mulching, landscaping and planting, weekly grass cutting, power washing, and more. Madewell Services also provides professional cleaning services for your home or office, moving in or out service, party cleanups, weekly cleanings, and junk removal. Licensed and insured for peace of mind. Call Madewell Services today at 724-912-1805. That's 724-912-1805 for a free estimate.
When you need notary services, trust the best. Sandy Howell Notary Services, back-to-back gold medal winner for Best Notary in Fayette County. They're here for you with extended hours to fit your schedule. Sandy Howell's also the 2025 gold medal winner for Best Title Company. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 8:30, and Saturdays, 9 to 5. Call 724-564-8955 today for Sandy Howell Notary Services, where excellence is signed and sealed.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Feeling lucky? Your next big jackpot is waiting for you. Visit the casino at Nemacolin in Farmington, PA for the ultimate casino experience featuring the hottest table games, daily promotions, big-time giveaways, and an exciting variety of premium slots. And after, celebrate your big win with a juicy burger at the Royale while you watch the big game. Hotel packages available. Visit CasinoNemacolin.com for more information. The Casino at Nemacolin. Game on. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi everyone, this is Kelly Clark with Autoland Hyundai in downtown Uniontown. 724-208-5281. What makes buying your next vehicle for me worthwhile? I make it a very easy 5-step process. You look, you shop, you ask, you decide. And I listen. Kelly Clark, Autoland Hyundai, 724-208-5281. 724-208-5281. Kelly Clark, Autoland Hyundai. I'll make you a good deal.
Having Hicks & Baugh's Drugstore in Uniontown means reliable, quality, and friendly service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller are ready to answer your health questions and handle all your prescriptions. They offer free delivery, mail-out service, and accept all utility payments, all part of their good neighbor way of doing business. Visit Hicks & Baugh's at 304 Morgantown Street in Uniontown or call 724-437-2828. Open Monday to Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturday until 3.
Your local station, WMBS. Hot Topics, Kendall, Paul, and Bill. Just a few minutes left before the 2 o'clock end of the news. I just want to get your feeling on this.
All right.
Would this affect whether or not you would eat at a restaurant?
Okay.
There is a Chick-fil-A in Townsend, Maryland, has a new initiative encouraging customers to put their phones away while eating in the restaurant.
They're encouraging.
They're encouraging.
Not forcing.
No, they're not forcing, they're encouraging. The dial-in cell phone coop challenge. They have like a little coop or a small paper box. You put your phone in there, leave it there for as long as you're in eating. And if you do that, you get like a free ice cream cone.
Beautiful.
Now, would that encourage you to eat at this or any restaurant?
Would encourage me to.
Yeah.
But I don't find myself, first of all, I don't go to a lot of restaurants, but when I do, We don't play on our phones.
Oh, have you been to it? If you haven't been
Yeah,
to a
I know.
restaurant.
I've seen people just completely.
Oh, they sit down and the first thing that's on the table is, before they unwrap the napkins, they're putting their phone on the table.
Are they giving me the ice cream cone before or after I have to order the milk?
After you get your phone back. Or
You
before
have to actually eat a meal there.
Oh, okay.
You must have been to radio too.
I did
looking
for
at
3 ice
the
creams.
system there.
It wouldn't stop you from going to that restaurant or encourage you to go.
No, I wouldn't change.
I
it
think
either
for
way.
kids,
I
though,
wouldn't- I wouldn't need an ice cream cone that bad.
Here's my thing, though. Like, for teenagers, like, was just thinking, oh, maybe that would be good for teenagers. But, like, or younger kids. Any kid, if your parents are buying you if parents are buying their kids a cell phone, paying for the bill, I'm taking you to eat, I'm paying for your food, why, as a parent, do I need a restaurant to help me to enforce and police my kids' usage of screens? Put your, phone away or leave it in the car. I don't want to. I didn't ask you if you wanted to. We give.
I'm the grown-up here. You do what I say.
I've been like on this hill for like several weeks now. We give kids too many choices. Too many choices. We consider their little feelings way too much. And I love kids, and I think it's important for them to communicate and to explain to them why we're doing this or that. But like, they are still children, and we're letting them make decisions that they have no business making. It's too much pressure for them anyhow.
I have seen this so many times with people, friends with children, where, okay, we're having ham and mashed potatoes for dinner. Oh, I don't want that. Well, how about chicken nuggets? Can I make you some chicken nuggets?
I know.
Are they the dinosaur types? No, I don't want that. Yeah.
And look, if that's your choice in parenting, fine. But people are like, well, you tried. You come to our house. No, I don't have to. All I know is that it never even occurred to me whenever it was dinner time that my brother and I could have something else made for us.
Yeah, this is it. You eat it or you go hungry.
And that wasn't even the attitude of it, really. I mean, if we didn't like it, we just didn't eat it. But like, we pretty much learned to like most things.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Though is you said too many choices. Another choice: stick with us for another hour on Hot Topics on your local station, WNBF.
CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Jennifer Kuiper. Vice President J.D. Vance heads to Pakistan to join senior envoy Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner for peace talks with Iran starting tomorrow as a shaky ceasefire agreement holds. CBS's Imtiaz Tayeb in Islamabad with more.
Iran has demands, including its ability to control the Strait of Hormuz, ending the war permanently, getting some sort of reparations for the violence that has been inflicted on their country, and indeed their nuclear program as well.
President Trump has warned Iran to comply with the ceasefire terms or face large-scale U.S. attacks. Lebanon says the death toll from Israeli strikes on Wednesday rises to 357. Consumer prices spiked to 3.3% in March. That's the biggest jump in inflation in 4 years. CBS's Kelly O'Grady.
Three numbers that stood out to me. Gas increased 21.2% on a monthly basis. The second number, fuel oil, went up over 30% on the month. Here's the good news. Food was flat.
A real nail-biter is on tap as the Artemis II crew is in for an intense splashdown tonight off of San Diego. NASA says it has confidence in Orion's heat shield after cracks showed during the Artemis I mission. CBS News space consultant Bill Harwood says once they splash down,
the astronauts are going to be picked up by helicopters out in the ocean and ferried over to what's called an amphibious dock ship. It's a Navy ship. They're going to get medical checks. They'll probably make satellite phone calls home to their families. Then they're going to ride by helicopter to shore, and from there get on a jet and fly back to the Johnson Space Center.
The FAA is recruiting video gamers to become air traffic controllers. More from CBS's Michael Wallace.
I'm thinking about it in the context
The
of
agency has released a video featuring people playing video games. The graphics say you've been training for this. It's not a game, it's a career, with an average salary of $155,000 after 3 years. The FAA is trying to fill thousands of vacancies. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says gamers have the skills it takes to be air traffic controllers. They focus on screens for hours, have good hand-eye coordination, and can make quick decisions in complex situations.
At the National Action Network conference in New York, former Vice President Kamala Harris is asked about the Reverend Al Sharpton if she plans to run for president in 2028.
I'm thinking about it in the context of then, who and where and how can the best job be done for the American people. That's how I'm thinking about it. I'll keep you posted.
An African AIDS charity co-founded by Prince Harry in honor of his mother, Princess Diana, is suing him for defamation. UK media reports say it follows a bitter internal dispute. Stocks are mixed on Wall Street. This is CBS News.
It's one of the most successful law and justice programs in television history that continues to uncover the truth. 48 Hours, Saturday on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Tune in to WMBS Saturday mornings at 8:20 for Your Financial Future with Gary Boatman, certified financial planner, investment advisory representative, syndicated columnist, and author, as he addresses such income issues as planning for retirement, future health care expenses, avoiding financial pitfalls, and much more. That's Your Financial Future with Gary Boatman, Saturday mornings at 8:20 right here on WMBS, where Gary Boatman welcomes your calls at 724-243-3075. That's 724-243-3075.
At Davis & Davis, we understand that facing legal challenges can be overwhelming. That's why we're here to guide you along the way. This is Attorney Jim Davis. With over 45 years of experience, our team is dedicated to fighting for your rights and making sure you get the maximum amount of money that you deserve. The best part is you won't pay us a penny until we win your case, and we will win your case. If you are hurt, injured, or need help with workers' compensation, call us today for a free consultation. Call 724-437-2799 and get the protection that you deserve.
City hit hard by ICE operations are making an effort to support businesses that cater to immigrants who stayed home during raids.
Mercado Central in Minneapolis is more than a marketplace. It's a heartbeat, a place filled with food, culture, and community. During Operation Metro Surge, that heartbeat slowed. Restaurant owner Joscan Moreno.
Our regulars, they would not be here at all.
Residents were asked to go to the marketplace and spend at least $5.
To show other community members that we're still here, we still need to be showing up.
For our community to lose such a great spot, I mean, that's really detrimental.
Christopher Cruz, CBS News.
A federal judge extends for 1 week the restraining order on a $6 billion merger of local TV giants Nexstar and Tenga. The judge says it will give him time to decide if a longer block is needed. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News.
The award-winning local district and statewide news is being brought to you by NovaCare Rehabilitation, a leading provider of preventative and rehabilitative services to promote physical wellness for patients of all ages and abilities. In your neighborhood with new state-of-the-art facilities on 104 Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Call 724-437-0556 for NovaCare. And now to the news. Good afternoon. It's 2:05. It's sunny and 76 outside of our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law studios. Injured call today for your free consultation, 724-437-2799. Your local station, 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS. I'm TJ DeStefano. Sports and weather in just a bit. Operators of 2 amusement companies have pleaded guilty to distributing illegal video gaming devices in Washington County and other communities in the region. The Observer reporter says that according to a news release from the Pennsylvania Attorney General's office, the proprietors of Buffalo Skill Games, Inc. and JJ Amusement, Inc. agreed to dissolve the companies and forfeit $5 million in assets as part of a plea deal. In 2024, the devices were seized at bars, convenience stores, and gas stations in Washington, Allegheny, Somerset, and Westmoreland counties. Close to 400 illegal gambling devices were seized at more than 60 locations. State Attorney General Dave Sunday said in a release that the resolution secures a multi-million-dollar forfeiture for the state. Sunday added the seized devices were slot machines, essentially dressed up as skill games. PennDOT announced it'll begin work on Monday on improvements to the Cedar Street exit on Route 30 in Hempfield Township. The project will include single-lane restrictions between the Mount Pleasant Road on-ramp and the Cedar Street exit through mid-June. Cedar Street exit will be closed April 20th and 21st, as well as May 20th and 21st, and a posted detour will be in place using Route 30, Route 119, Huff Avenue, Broad Street, Rue Street, and Summit Drive. Drought conditions continue to improve across western Pennsylvania. The latest update from the U.S. Drought Monitor shows no drought conditions currently present in more than half of the state, including in Allegheny, Armstrong, Beaver, Butler, Fayette, Washington, and Westmoreland counties. Eastern portions of the state continue to have abnormally dry, moderate, or severe drought conditions. A warning is going out to White House staffers telling them to avoid placing bets in prediction markets. Here's Rory O'Neill with more.
An email from the White House Management Office went out last month warning staffers that, quote, government ethics regulations prohibit the use of non-public government information for the private benefit of an employee or any other third party, unquote. The Wall Street Journal reports that email was sent after about $760 million worth of oil futures contracts changed hands just moments before President Trump announced a U.S. pause in military strikes against Iran. I'm Rory O'Neill.
WMBS time is 2:08. Sports and weather are next.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
In sports, round 2 of the Masters continues at Augusta National. Rory McIlroy and Tyrell Hatton, both at 5 under par, leading the way. Pirates, they're going to be starting a series with the Chicago Cubs this afternoon. Carmen Mlodzinski will be on the mound for the Bucks, who are 7-5. First pitch is at 2:20. Penguins are playoff bound after their win last night in New Jersey. They'll host the Washington Capitals tomorrow, then visit the Capitals on Sunday. Both games are at 3 o'clock, pregame at 2, both Saturday and Sunday on WMBS. Sunny, 80 for the rest of the afternoon. We'll have rain early tonight, then cloudy and 45. Mostly sunny tomorrow, 63. Partly to mostly cloudy Sunday and 80. Right now, it is sunny and 76 outside of our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. At 2:10 on this Friday, I'm TJ DeStefano. Up next, we have Hour 2 of Hot Topics with Kendall, Paul, and Bill here on WMBS. The award-winning local district and statewide news has been brought to you by NovaCare Rehabilitation, now offering telehealth and home-based care as well. Located on 104 Delaware Avenue in Uniontown, call 724-437-0556 for NovaCare.
The heat is on at Live Casino. Think you can take it? Then catch the $18,888 Baccarat Fire Drawings. Play Baccarat daily to earn entries. Every Monday in April, we'll draw 18 winners to score a share of $18,888 in prizes. But that's not all. Every winner will be entered into our exclusive Lucky Fire cash drawing on Monday, April 27th. Take a seat. Feel the heat at Live Casino, Route 30 at Westmoreland Mall. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Wind, hail, sudden leaks. When your roof takes a beating, we're here for you at AR Roofing and Remodeling. We're a locally and veteran-owned contractor available 24/7 for repairs. As an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor, we get the job done right. Call 724-550-3064 or visit arremodels.com for your free estimate.
AR Roofing, never settle.
Shopping for replacement windows in Fayette County? Metropolitan Window Company elevates your shopping experience.
John, Maggie, and Justin Schmutzer here from Metropolitan Window Company, a family-owned and operated window and door company for over 47 years.
When you choose Metropolitan Window Company, you'll experience personalized knowledge, expertise, and professionalism from our first visit to your home until our craftsmen complete your installation.
We're the window company that people want in their homes, and our exclusive Infinity by Marvin 100% fiberglass windows are the windows people love.
They're built for life. They are the strongest, longest-lasting windows you can buy.
We have a great selection of colors and finishes. We service the entire Fayette County area and will come to your home. Visit us at metropolitanwindows.com or give us a call at 412-655-8411. PA 1565.
So what's the difference between the sheds I see in the parking lot of the big box stores and a professionally built and installed JDM structure shed from Ultimate Structures? Good question. First, the manufacturer, JDM Structures, is one of the premier shed builders in business for 34 years. They use composite materials for the exterior with baked-on paint. This ensures you'll have an extended lifespan for your shed. And listen to this. 75% of Ultimate Structures orders are personally designed to satisfy the customer's needs. That's right. And the turnaround time for a custom designed shed is no longer than just buying a stock shed. Compare the roof designs, the superior piano door hinges, the quality of the wall panels, and personal customer service. You'll see. Come to the Mega Lot on Route 51 South, just outside Perryopolis. You need a shed? We can help. We design what you desire. Ultimate Structures.
Zen's Antiques and Home Decor, a part of the Cinder Shack family of vendors, where you can find both antique and new furniture, collectibles, housewares, gift items, including jewelry and candles, and so much more. Follow Zen's Antiques and Home Decor on Facebook for new items and information on upcoming events. Zen's Antiques and Home Decor in Building 2 at 3391 National Pike in Farmington. Zen's Antiques and Home Decor.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility, combined with our personalized approach, is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority.
Your local station, WMBS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
And hour number 2 of Hot Topics. Kendall, Paul, Bill, and you on the WMBS talk line 724-438-4593. You can talk about anything. We are wide open. We are open to suggestions, although there are some suggestions we'd probably not like to do, but that's another. We've had some suggestions online that we probably would just soon pass on. 724-438-4593.
We are being brought to you by
Yes.
A&R Roofing and Remodeling, Bright Stripe Seal Coating and Line Striping, Madewell Services, Full Lawn Care and Cleaning Services, K2 Engineering, Coldwell Banker, Lawridge Realty, Hicks & Ball's Drugstore, and Gary's Auto Sales.
And I got a Christmas present that I finally put together,
Okay.
and it's become addictive. I got a feeder camera.
Oh, yes. I was telling some of my clients that you love your bird feeder camera.
Oh, man. I mean, every time I see a notification, I say, and we really don't, right now we don't have that many birds in the area because it's still early in the spring. But some of them are really nasty eaters, I'll tell you this right now.
What do you mean?
Oh, they've got bird seed all over their beaks, and they're dropping it all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and some of them are little petite, like peck, 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 peck. But it really is addictive.
It seems like it, the people that have them. Hey,
Yeah, I mean, you get a notification on your phone and whoop, rub everything. Let's see what this is. Oh, we got a red bird. Look at this. Anyway,
Speaking of messes,
yeah,
last week we touched a little bit on, well, no, quite a bit,
yeah.
on code enforcement and the lack of code enforcement.
So everything's fine now?
No.
Oh.
No way. Fairchance Borough is looking for a code enforcement officer. I spoke to Neil Christopher. It sounds like it's a good paying job. If you're interested, you can contact the borough in Fairchance. It is time for code enforcement to be ramping up. Of course, grass always brings out code. And I think Paul and I, we were talking, you live in German.
German, yeah.
And German doesn't currently have a code enforcement because they aren't budgeted for one. It's not in their budget. Is that correct?
They don't have it. I don't think that it's budgeted, but I can't say, I swear to that, but they cut it out because of the budget.
Okay, so it's been cut out.
It was last year. I don't know about this year, what they did.
Okay. And that was like, I was complete shock to hear something like that. Code enforcement sets community standards. You are, as elected officials, it's spitting in the faces of residents, property owners, taxpayers.
Your neighbors.
Your neighbors, even people who are renting, right? You are exposing young children to a life that they should never have to endure, which is, it doesn't matter if your neighbor's yard looks like crap with refrigerators and cars that aren't registered and ambulances that are not in operation, that aren't even the color of our local ambulance services. It's repulsive, and you have to step it up. I encourage everyone to call and make complaints to whatever your municipality, township, borough is. The city of Uniontown does have an active full-time code enforcement officer. But if you look at the city of Uniontown, code enforcement fell by the wayside for a very long time, And it doesn't matter. I mean, they've had a few code enforcement officers over the past, 5-6 years. And it doesn't matter how hard they work. And don't get me wrong, every improvement that is made is good. But the city, they don't even have the money or the resources, clearly, to do the improvements and contact all of these people. It never gets better. Once it's done, it's done. You live in a crappy looking community.
Well, not only that, but it's got to be a stone of Sisyphus situation where you just constantly feel like you're wasting your energy.
Mm-hmm. You mean as a resident?
Or as a code enforcement officer.
No, Bill. That you can't. No.
Because it's like whack-a-mole. You in one pot, you get take.
Well, then why would you apply for the job? That's like saying a police officer when they're low on manpower, they just don't answer calls.
Well, because somebody is willing to pay you to do it. Speaking of which, what are the qualifications?
I don't know. They can, if somebody's interested, you can inquire.
I agree with Kendall that it has a debilitating effect. Once you allow this to happen, it has a ripple effect throughout the community, the mentality, the property values. Who is going to buy that house in your community and fix it up a little bit when they see what's next door or what they have to drive by to get there? I also agree with what Bill says, and I talked to a supervisor recently about this, about the problems. It's like there are so many properties that we couldn't conceivably change it. So in terms of enforcement and tearing down these houses, the cost of tearing down the dilapidated houses that would be condemned is like $40,000 a piece, I was told. And they don't have that kind of money to do that job. But my thing is, you got to start somewhere.
You got to start somewhere.
And you can't just throw up your hands and say, well, we can never fix this problem. And if you don't have a code enforcement officer at least trying and sending a message, then you're basically saying you're okay with the status quo and nothing will change.
Also, they have solicitors.
But the key is to not let it get to that critical tipping point that you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Because once the neighborhood goes, it's gone. Who's going to come back to it? So I think you're right.
They can drive around, Paul, and they can see with their own two eyeballs, and they can take down the address, put down the complaint, and have the solicitor send them a letter.
Right. But that is true, and I think that for all the attention that's talked to about Fayette County, about like we have to have this growth and this business park or this business coming in, I think that you're right that if the local people who have the most power, by the way, your city council, your mayor, your township supervisors, your borough council, have way more impact on your life than a state representative or senator does, a county commissioner, a U.S. senator, even the president. People tend to think that there's this pyramid that you go higher and they have more. The further away you get from where you live, the less power those people have to help you.
Right.
It's your supervisors and your borough council and your mayor who can say, we are going to pass rules and regulations and enforce them. We're going to have police, as you know, in Masontown, or not. it's our decision. It's not John Fetterman's decision whether
Right.
Mason Town has police or not. So when you don't have that type of leadership for many, many years or even currently, that's why Fayette County, I think, is in the position that it's in.
Well-
Everybody's house deteriorates if you allow a few to go.
Yeah, that's right.
Because when you go to sell it, if it's in your neighborhood, Bill's neighborhood, where I live, where if you live anywhere in South Union, North Union, it doesn't matter. If you allow 2 or 3 houses to go on that street, then it becomes a less desirable place for the other people to live, number one. And if they want to sell their house, it's a less desirable place for a buyer.
That's right.
And and if somebody cannot sell their house, it becomes a rental.
That's right.
And
With an LLC attached to it.
unfortunately, rentals are not as well kept up. Now, I'm in a rental, and when I grew up, we were in rentals because we were a Navy family and we were moving all the time. But we felt pride of ownership. We would go out there and mow the lawn and trim the hedges and make sure that it was painted and the rose bushes in back were good. These days, rentals, people do not take care of rental property. And as we have said before, not only is it bad for us already living here, but let's say that you're thinking about bringing a business to Western Pennsylvania and you think, I think I'll see what it's like in Fayette County. They have a lot of land. I could build a nice, data center here or something like that. Let me take a drive around. And then you see dilapidated buildings and you see old
Toilets in the
factories
backyard.
Pittsburgh, where Mount Vernon hits it, there's that abandoned, a factory or a warehouse or whatever, that's just crumbling away. And if I'm putting a business in here, I'm thinking to myself, maybe Morgantown might be better.
Yeah.
Or to live.
Yeah.
I'll take the job in Uniontown, but I'll live in Morgantown.
That's right.
Yeah.
When I was at the paper, we were part of a 6-paper chain, and we had a paper out in Bucks County. And I recall one instance.
Bucks
County
Bucks
was
County.
Was a Bucks County Courier Times was a Calkins newspaper. Yeah.
It's outside of Philadelphia.
Yeah. Bucks
That's
County
where-
Courier Times, Doylestown
Oh, yeah,
Intelligencer.
that-
Doylestown
that-
Intelligencer was in our chain.
Did
Yeah.
Robert Johns work for that?
Or Burns.
No, not that I remember, but
Okay.
but there was and we would get sometimes controller or something from one of the papers out east. It would be like a promotion, right? They want to come here and work, as a executive at our paper. And I recall one of my coworkers from Harrisburg, who was the correspondent, saying that they did bring a guy from Bucks County to Fayette County to consider a job at the paper, and his wife wouldn't let him not take the job because she looked around and, for the same reason you're talking, looked around and saw what it looked like and said, "We're not moving there."
And what year was that?
That was probably in the early 2000s.
Okay.
And not only are people not moving here, people with children are leaving here. I mean, and people with children are not moving here, which is why the schools the registration is plummeting.
And if you are a slumlord, you are the scum of this earth.
Well, the problem is the slumlords are up in like Buffalo, New York, or whatever.
Oh, there's a
there's
couple,
some
2, 3
here,
here.
well,
But you're right. They acquire these properties or buy these properties, and there's an LLC, and they live in North Carolina. They live in New York, like you said. But regardless, especially if you are a local slumlord, shame on you.
724-438-4593. Hi, you're on the air. Who are we speaking with?
Hi, Mark.
Hi,
Hi,
Mark.
Bill.
Yes, sir.
Hi.
Just, I don't know if you remember, but I do. Who flew around the moon in 1968?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. We'll let you talk.
2 turtles by the Soviets. Did you know that?
Yeah. But I remember that though. I was, and Paul, you probably stayed up that night and watched the moon landing too.
69.
I was like 9 years old.
Yeah, I was a little older than that, but yeah.
But I was going to mention, I'm going to go to the Mutts Gone Nuts.
Oh, okay.
State Theater Unleashed. They got a Shelby that looks a lot like my Sweet Pea.
Oh.
So wait,
And
what are they going to do there?
They do
They have like 11 dogs, 12 dogs.
This is at the State Theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
Check it out. It's going to be 7 o'clock, about 35 bucks a kid. Different seats, whatever. But me and my wife are going to go, and it's going to be fabulous. One dog is a Guinness Book World Record holder. I do believe it's the one that looks like Sweet Pea with black and white. And it'll jump on the owner's back, and then they got these two dancing underneath this girl's legs, and they're both come to an end and like face the crowd. It's really, really, really spectacular. It's fun, and it just goes to show how close humans are to their dog.
Oh yeah.
And then congratulations to Matt.
Oh yeah, congrats to Matt. He's in Harrisburg. He won an award for a commercial that he did for the Fayette County Fair.
Yeah.
He looks really nice. His pictures on WMBS Facebook page. He and Brian look really nice.
I already shaved his head and wanted to get some awards.
Well, some people will do anything to get an award. Hey, Mark, thanks a lot. Enjoy the show, and we'll talk to you next week.
Take care,
I
Mark.
would do anybody. That's great. Bye-bye.
I know. 724-438-4593, and this is Hot Topics with Kendall and Paul and Bill.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sproulsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
That sneeze was in a different zip code, and I still felt the germs.
Relax, Randy. I went to Montgomery Medical. I'm fully shielded.
Like a flu shot?
Flu, COVID, the works. If you haven't caught up on your shots yet, they'll get you sorted in minutes. It's basically a suit of armor, but with less clanking. Then do the double shot. After Montgomery Medical, head over to Renew You Medispa. I got their immunity IV drip.
A Medispa?
You relax, you hydrate, and you give your immune system a VIP upgrade.
Montgomery Medical, a family tradition of family medicine.
Why move? Grow into the home you love and transform your space with First Federal of Greene County. They offer home equity loans, home equity lines of credit, and FHA Title I home improvement loans, all to keep your roots planted where you want to be. Visit a loan officer today or lock in your rate before the market heats up and apply online anytime at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Bright Stripe, Fayette County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals, locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating, also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090, or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
Yeah, they're the people I trust. It's the place I go. Home, warehouse, where a house becomes a home.
March brings spring and home improvement season. Planning a home improvement project with your tax refund? Home Warehouse, a best in Fayette winner for home improvements and windows, is the place to go for all your home exterior needs. Warm weather means more outdoor living. Add value to your home with a new deck. Home Warehouse has a great selection of easy-to-maintain composite decking and vinyl railing, plus siding, shutters, windows and doors, roofing shingles, metal and rubber roofing, soffit and fascia, as well as flooring. So for selection, great prices, and hometown service, see Sandy and Donnie at Home Warehouse, Connellsville Street in Uniontown. They know how to make your house a happy home. Shop Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30, Saturday, 8 to noon.
Home, warehouse, where a house becomes a home.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the better business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Having Hicks & Baugh's drugstore in Uniontown means reliable, quality, and friendly service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller are ready to answer your health questions and handle all your prescriptions. They offer free delivery, mail-out service, and accept all utility payments, all part of their good neighbor way of doing business. Visit Hicks & Baugh's at 304 Morgantown Street in Uniontown or call 724-437-2828. Open Monday to Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturday until 3.
Hot Topics, Kendall, Paul, Bill, and you on the WNBS Talk Line 724-438-4593. Everybody have a nice Easter weekend.
Very nice. It was really nice. Bill?
No. Well, I was on a liquid diet for Saturday and Sunday.
You have to be for Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't have scheduled it then.
Well, no. When they tell you this is when they need to schedule you, you go.
I would say, no way. That's Easter. You're out of your mind.
No, well, let's just say that it was either this or have it done like in August. And you know the procedure I'm talking about.
Right.
You drink nothing but broth and Gatorade for 2 days, so they can shove a flashlight.
All right,
inside
Bill.
of you for
724
20 minutes. Anyway,
384593.
the old magic flashlight, yes indeed. But hey, it's over. I can eat normal food now.
You can get some pizza.
As long as it's not too spicy.
Yes.
And the reason we're saying that is Kendall is sitting here ordering a pizza.
Well, I'm looking. I'm
During the
admiring
break.
this one particular pizza online.
Yeah, but they don't advertise with us, so I'm not going
Yeah, we're not going to say, but it
we're not
looks
going
really
to
good.
mention it, yes. 724-438-4593. NFL draft is coming to Pittsburgh.
Okay.
You see the parking? Did you see the parking fees that they're
Yeah.
charging?
What
It's
are they?
ridiculous.
Oh, they're going to like $100 a day or something like that.
There's one for the whole thing is like 500, was it?
Yeah, yeah, it's a-
$500 for parking for the.
And if
Yeah.
you want to get a hotel room,
Just the parking.
yep, hotel room. If you want to stay at the Wyndham Grand, now granted it is the Wyndham Grand, at Point State Park, which is right next to all the activities, $899 a night to start. $1,239 a night for the better rooms.
Listen, at the William Penn, next Friday and Saturday, next Friday it's $709
Yeah.
for a room and $509 for a room. What about the Kimpton? Let's see. The Kimpton it's a goodie, but let's see what they're going to charge. Okay.
Well, they're all gonna
That's
bump.
next. Well, theirs is bad every weekend. Theirs is bad every weekend.
River's Casino, 4
Yeah.
days parking for $500.
Yep.
Or
daily spots for
roughly.
$250.
Plus, you got your airfare in here, and
And the time that it's going to take you to get to and
Oh, yeah.
from.
yeah,
and
yeah,
the-
if you think the T is fast mass transit, you will be disabused of that. By the way, if you want to stay in Washington County, the Red Roof has it for $67, but you're also like an hour away from everything. So I would imagine some of the hotel rooms around here are gonna be booked up.
You think?
Someone told me Nemacolin had a package for this, and it was pretty expensive.
Yeah.
But I can't verify that. I didn't look it up, but
Why, don't you frequent there?
no.
Well, you don't spend every Saturday at the slot machines staring blindly into space.
Not really.
Anyway,
I've been there. I mean, it's nice, but
Yeah,
I
well.
don't go on a regular basis.
Also, companies in Pittsburgh are asking their employees to work from home
Oh, I'm sure.
during the NFL draft. PPG, Highmark, People's Gas are all asking their workers to avoid downtown in the North Shore and work. They're expecting 700,000 people
Yes.
in the area. That's as much as you get with a Super Bowl.
And so where are all of these people, like, where are all these people going to be gathered?
Point State Park and around there's the North Shore. Yeah. Because they're building the venue right now.
Okay, yeah, where's the venue? And is it in the parking lot of the stadium?
Oh, no. It's going to be out there at Point State Park where most of the activities will take place.
And this is where the draft people are going to... No,
Yeah,
I'm not playing dumb. I mean it.
No.
I'm just dumb about this.
Well, it's okay.
Not an axe. This is not an axe.
Well, you don't follow the sport probably as much as we do.
Yeah. So if I'm just graduated college and I'm, probably going to get drafted,
Right.
am I just at home with my family waiting to be called, or do you go there?
Well,
like, do the players
It
go there?
depends. The ones who they consider to be likely first round draft picks
They're
go, and they have them come up and get their jersey or whatever.
So
but
who's paying for their transportation?
they don't really know. The NFL. Yeah. Okay. But
So they already know they're going to be picked?
They're pretty
well,
sure.
Well, if you're highly rated enough, like
Yeah.
everyone knows, Fernando Mendoza is going to be the first pick. Pretty much in the draft. They'd
Is
be
he
shocking if
the-
it wasn't, but they know who the top players are, and
Well-
so they figure. Sometimes the guy falls though. I mean, he might be there and think he's going to be a top 20 pick, and he doesn't make it. But pretty much they're on the money. They know
Yeah.
who's going to be the top players that are picked this year at their different positions. There's no secrets anymore. The NFL all
Yeah.
has good scouts. and whatever.
Mel doesn't make mistakes.
Right. But what I think about is, like, if you have this kind of money, like who, like I can't envision like coming from Buffalo or coming from Los Angeles or coming from Dallas to Pittsburgh and spending this kind of cash just to see what three players first 3 rounds that your team takes.
Yeah, even if you have money to burn, I
Right.
just can't. It just seems like too much chaos.
Right.
It doesn't seem enjoyable.
I counter this
Okay.
by saying, remember what the root word of fan is. Fanatic.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there are people that will spend all this money so they can see. One of the players, by the way, I don't know if it's Hernandez, but Mendoza, but he is going to stay home because his mother has like MS or something like that.
And he wants to be with her.
He wants to be with her during this moment.
That's Mendoza, I believe.
Yeah,
Oh, so he's not
thought it
coming.
was.
So he may not go.
Yeah, he's not planning on being here.
But the NFL is interesting to me because they've never will have enough money, and they always find they're excellent at marketing, right?
Oh, yeah.
And now they get into the draft and get everybody wound up about that, and they want to change their footprint and expand it to other countries. So that's why they're playing in Mexico City and Ireland and places like that.
They're planning on playing an out of the country game every week at some point in time.
Right.
So, however, the Justice Department is investigating the NFL.
Why?
What for?
Because the way that fans have been forced to pay too much in subscription fees to watch games. Because the problem is now so many of the games are on streaming platforms, and you have to have a subscription. They're on Amazon Prime, they're on Peacock, they're on Netflix, and they're on YouTube, and you have to pay a subscription for all of those. Now, if your home team or the team from your city is playing in one of these games, they are required to have a local outlet.
Yeah.
But so, for instance, if the Steelers are on a game that's on Amazon Prime, it'll also be on Channel 11 or Channel 4 or something like that. However, if you're a fan of the Steelers and you live in Albuquerque, do the initials SOL mean anything to you?
Yeah.
You know, and so the Justice Department is looking into this and the anti-competitive tactics related to airing the games on these platforms. So Utah Senator Mike Lee requested in a letter to the FTC last month there should be a review of the league's streaming platform exemptions and to look into whether there was a violation of the Sports Broadcasting Act. I'm surprised there is a Sports Broadcasting Act.
I've never heard of it.
No, neither have I. I did not. I was
You've
not
been in
aware.
broadcasting, so.
Yeah, exactly. And I've worked for NFL affiliates and NFL broadcasters.
Did you do the traffic report for them?
No, yeah, but we did have a guy in the sky.
Okay.
You know, and reporting like the blue lot is now full. You're going to have to go to the purple or the red lot. And finally, this is the news that I know Kendall has been, the NFL-related news that Kendall's been looking forward to. According to the New York Post, Taylor and Travis will be getting married on July the 3rd.
Oh, this year.
Yeah, right before training camp. So I can tell you're excited.
Oh, yeah. I won't be here that Friday.
Huh. Well, did you get your invitation?
Yes, it came via a carrier
Oh,
pigeon.
so it's not a surprise to you.
No.
So anyway,
They had the what are these called? Like the homing pigeons. They had them deliver everyone's.
right. Well,
Did?
yeah.
No, making that up.
Oh, that's what I
Believe
thought.
would you have been shocked?
And I would think that they would hire somebody to deliver in person.
I'm sure, and I'm sure there's been a lot of NDAs signed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we don't know where the location is, but
Well, according to the New York
good for them
Post,
though. I
it's
hope
gonna
that they
be
live
in
happily
New
ever
York.
after.
Yeah, I mean,
For sure.
They both earned it. Why not? So
Earned what, love?
well, we all have earned love.
Yeah.
So, speaking of which, by the way, if you subscribe to YouTube Premium, going up.
It keeps doing. Well, how much is it going to be?
It's going. Premium is going up to $16 a month. That's $2 more. If you have Premium Light, which seems like a contradiction in terms, that's going up $1 to $9.
Premium's worth it, people. I'm really happy with it.
Well, the only thing I don't like about YouTube is you can't get local sports on it.
Oh, but that doesn't.
Yeah, I know that doesn't bother you.
And we do have a YouTube page, WMBS.
Yeah.
Because Facebook.
And you don't have to pay $16 a
No.
month to see it.
No. Facebook changed whatever they do, and now after we, when we're doing the show, which we are doing the show right now, live streaming on our WMBS Facebook page. After 30 days, Facebook just deletes it.
Right.
And so, usually by like the end of the day, every day, all of our shows are on our WMBS Facebook page. YouTube page. Yeah, so you guys can go and subscribe to that and listen. I think it's easier if you are a subscriber to YouTube as like a premium, because you can listen and do other things on your phone. You don't, like with Facebook, if you do anything else, you can't listen anymore.
Right.
So, yeah.
But I think the day will come, since you're talking about the NFL, I think the day will come that you'll have to pay your own subscription to watch the Steeler games.
Really?
Right now, I think that there's a big money to be made with the networks. You know, they pay a lot of money for the rights to broadcast the games, but I think that will reach a tipping point, and they'll end up saying, well, if we charged every household $25 a month, let's say, to watch the Steeler games, well,
So many people would not watch.
it's what I tend to disagree. I think that once they get, as you say, fanatics. I mean, I think that if you could only watch Steeler games by buying a subscription, like you currently have to do to watch Penguin games or Pirate games that are out, the
ones that aren't on ESPN.
that SNP Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I think that they're looking at that, and I think that say half the people who watch the game would sign up for the subscription because they want to see the game, then does that make more money for you than paying CBS $60 billion or whatever it is that they pay them for the rights for the games?
Well, once it does, then that's when it will switch over.
That's once it does, the math makes sense, that's when it will switch over.
724-438-4593. If you currently watch the Steelers when they're in season, but you know you could take them or leave them, would you pay, or would you not pay? Because there's not like for us, right? Like I'm not going to. I watch the Steelers, but if I have to pay, never turning them on.
But if you're enough of a fan, like you just talked about YouTube, right? Oh, YouTube Premium is worth it, totally worth it to you, because you like it, you enjoy it, and you use it. And I'm just saying to that Steeler fan who really is into it, right, and has the terrible towels and all this stuff, I think a fair amount of people would cough up the money to pay.
You think more than not?
I think more than not would.
Well, I'm one of those idiots.
You'd pay.
I pay for an added fee on my subscription service so I can get Sportsnet Pittsburgh, so I can watch the Penguins and the Pirates.
What do you pay extra?
It's like $12 a month.
A month?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
No.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and you can also buy it as a. Yeah, I mean, if you're not going to, but if you're a real plus, it's so hard to find something good on, especially once this season of the pit is over.
And you're talking about a NFL where 700,000 people are willing to come to Pittsburgh just for the draft and pay $500 a week for parking.
Well, how about?
And you're going to go to them and say, well, $100 for the season package. You can watch all the Steeler games from the comfort of your own home for $200.
Yep.
And they're like,
Deal.
True. Yeah.
Well, think you've got enough people. You've got enough people, 70,000 at least, who will pay on average $2,000 to $3,000 a ticket to go see the Super Bowl.
I know, but those are exceptions, not
Well,
the
and
rule.
that is an event. But to the Steeler fan, every game is an event.
What's the most you'd pay for a Super Bowl? Would you ever pay in the thousands for the Super Bowl?
No.
If the Steelers were going?
No.
There was years ago when Ray Scheider was the guest host on Saturday Night Live. They did a bit which really wasn't very funny, but it was a guy who was standing outside the Super Bowl with a pair of tickets going, $1 million. And he would have people coming up and saying, oh, how about 100,000? Nope, one. And eventually he had people offering $500,000. So yeah, there are people out there to, and by the way, if you plan on motorboating on the rivers near Point State, the Coast Guard is shutting them down during the draft.
Oh.
So, in the area between Rivers Casino and the West End Bridge on the Ohio River, from Mile Marker Zero to the Clemente Bridge on the Allegheny, and the Mon River from Mile Marker Zero to the Fort Pitt Bridge. So, now my question is, and I'm not so sure on the geography, does that mean, I don't think the Pirates are in town.
Oh, I can't.
Can you imagine?
No
if they were?
way.
Well,
What about the Pens? Are they playing?
That's a problem. They might have a playoff game scheduled. So that could be very much be an issue. This is Hot Topics. This is Kendall and Paul and Bill on your local station WMBS, and we'll wrap up the show next.
Take the fact book.
Caring for an aging parent or a loved one with medical needs? FACT, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation, can help. Seniors 65 and older ride free on our fixed routes. People with disabilities get discounted shared rides. And if your loved one has medical assistance, their trips to doctors or treatment are covered under the shared ride program. Give them safe, reliable independence and yourself peace of mind. Call 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com. FACT, your community, your connection.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at garysautosales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
It's spring, and everything is growing, and Madewell Services is here to help. They offer full lawn care service, including spring cleanups, mulching, landscaping and planting, weekly grass cutting, power washing, and more. Madewell Services also provides professional cleaning services for your home or office, moving in or out service, party cleanups, weekly cleanings, and junk removal. Licensed and insured for peace of mind. Call Madewell Services today at 724-912-1805. That's 724-912-1805 for a free estimate.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Borge Jr.
Wind, hail, sudden leaks. When your roof takes a beating, we're here for you at AR Roofing and Remodeling. We're a locally and veteran-owned contractor available 24/7 for repairs. As an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor, we get the job done right. Call 724-550-3064 or visit arremodels.com for your free estimate.
AR Roofing, never settle.
When you need notary services, trust the best. Sandy Howell Notary Services, back-to-back gold medal winner for Best Notary in Fayette County. They're here for you with extended hours to fit your schedule. Sandy Howell's also the 2025 gold medal winner for Best Title Company. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 8:30, and Saturdays, 9 to 5. Call 724-564-8955 today for Sandy Howell Notary Services, where excellence is signed and sealed.
Are holiday bills flooding your mailbox? Are high credit card payments keeping you from paying basic living expenses? Are utilities threatening shutoffs? Are creditors constantly calling? Will you use your entire tax refund to pay creditors? If your answers are yes, call Zebley Law Office for a free in-person consultation to discuss your situation. We are the experts, trusted for 40 years to provide debt relief. Call Zebley Law Office today at 724-439-9200. At Zebley Law Office, we're here to help.
The heat is on at Live Casino. Think you can take it? Then catch the $18,888 Baccarat Fire Drawings. Play Baccarat daily to earn entries. Every Monday in April, we'll draw 18 winners to score a share of $18,888 in prizes. But that's not all. Every winner will be entered into our exclusive Lucky Fire cash drawing on Monday, April 27th. Take a seat. Feel the heat at Live Casino, Route 30 at Westmoreland Mall. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
WMBS.
Closing time. One last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey.
Local station WMBS. We are all sitting here agog because we are logged on to the website of a local resort that is offering a package for the NFL draft weekend. $10,000 to $30,000 for 2 to 3 nights. Some of the packages involve events with Terry Bradshaw and Jerome Bettis, a concert with Wiz Khalifa, golf, a riverboat soiree on the Allegheny River with past and present NFL players, golf outings. They will have a special beer. Whoa. Okay, a special beer made with DNA from the original Immaculate Reception football? That just sounds nasty.
It does sound nasty.
Yeah, anyway, so.
Whose DNA would it be?
Yeah.
And what kind?
No.
We might not know if that's true.
So, anyway, or did they like scrape some of the, no, never mind. But if that's your desire and you want to spend that much money, you go right ahead. I personally, I pay money so I can watch ESPN.
You're sticking to your $12.
And I'm sticking with my $12.
But they do take you to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they will transport you, and you do get tickets to the event. So it just goes to what I've said many times. Some people have more money than brains.
They're going to Southern Tier. That's where they're going to have the beer.
Yeah. All right. A SWAT deputy in California is under investigation.
Okay.
He was in a police chase. It ended in a crash. The suspect was later pronounced dead and appears to have committed suicide. The deputy is in trouble because he was discovered during the SWAT event swiping on his dating app. Yeah, so,
He was discovered on the scene?
yeah. Swipe said the deputy's actions do not reflect its standards, says the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. He was just feet from the suspect's car, and he was on his dating app.
So they hadn't caught the suspect yet?
Oh, no, they found the suspect, and the suspect was deceased at the scene.
Okay, so what if someone's texting their wife?
Well,
Are they gonna
you
be
probably
caught?
shouldn't be doing that either.
Right, but what's the difference of swiping right or left or texting your wife?
But it's still wrong.
Or
Maybe
checking.
they should offer the SWAT team a free ice cream cone if they
Yeah,
don't do this.
exactly.
That's a good idea.
And
We'll keep in the theme of free donut.
Yeah, exactly.
As you indulge in cliches about our first responders.
Yeah. I mean,
See, why you be in
everybody
big?
knows I'm pro police. I don't think I heard
Why be
anything.
in big trouble for that though? I mean, if the suspect is dead,
I know.
what possible threats do you have?
It was probably caught on his body cam.
Yeah.
And that's why. Otherwise, I mean, I think that's.
It's not a good
Perspective is
look.
always important and gets lost in these things. Like you don't know how long this SWAT member may have been there, and all this tension, and then now it's over.
Somebody.
And, you know, and then now it's just like, oh, I can breathe. So
Yeah.
you know, instead of taking a cigarette
And he's
break,
looking for
I'm
love.
going to do this. You know,
That's
yeah.
Well, you're on an accident scene, and your thought is, gee, I better check my dating app.
So what?
Yeah.
It's none of our business what's going through people's minds.
Well, maybe you should be doing your
The
job.
only reason they're talking about it is because it was caught on camera, probably. Otherwise,
What job is there to do at that point, Bill?
Well, at that point, trust me, and a fatal accident.
last time you were back?
A fatal accident, said the guy who worked traffic reporting.
Yeah, but if you're a SWAT team member, I mean, what are you supposed to do then? Clean your gun? I
No,
mean,
no, you
you're
are
not. It's not like you're going
participating
to
in
load
the-
somebody up for the
Well,
corner or something, right?
Well, speaking of somebody who needs a SWAT team, the Democratic Radio Hour is coming up next on your local station, WNBS Uniontown.
This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Jennifer Kuiper. A historic moon mission wraps up tonight. Artemis 2 is set for splashdown in the Pacific Ocean just after 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
I'm Peter King at the Kennedy Space
have
Center.
about 2 rows worth of text.
Mission Control relaying the numbers for an 8-second rocket firing to fine-tune Artemis 2's trajectory.
Jackie, that is a great call. Thank you for that information.
Pilot Victor Glover and his crewmates are pretty much packed up and ready for their fiery re-entry at some 24,000 miles per hour. The forecast for the landing site southwest of